Hello, welcome to Malahide, and we have been joined by Craig Young, Ireland, who took two wickets against India in their first T20I. It's a good outing for you, Craig, right?
It was. I could have done without a few of those bad balls that got hit out of the park. But all in all, I was content enough with how it went. Hopefully, we can kick on a little bit now for the next game in all departments.
Well, Craig, you have been around for a while. You are now one of the senior players in the team now. Considering the future prospects of Ireland cricket, especially with the T20 World Cup in Australia, how are you looking at your chances and the chances of your team?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a format we're definitely getting better in. And you look at our performances over the past couple of years, we've definitely gotten better. We've taken down some big teams. But again, it's just the more we play, the better we're going to get. It's a natural thing. So again, if we can all learn every time we play and playing against teams like India, we're going to improve. And hopefully we'll kick on this year and get through the next stage of the World Cup, which will be lovely.
And this is an important summer for you because New Zealand is coming, and other day you have other assignments as well. So how important is the summer for you and your teammates building up to the World Cup?
It's massive. I mean, as you say, to went back to my earlier point, it's a chance to learn every game. You're playing against really good teams. You've got New Zealand, Afghanistan, South Africa there. All really, really good T20 teams. So if we can come through that summer, and learn as we go, we'll be in a great place for the World Cup, and that's all we can ask for.
In 2015 World Cup, you were a part of the team. Unfortunately, you couldn't get a game. But this time around in the T20 World Cup, I'm sure you will be one of the main bowlers in the team. So, to assess the condition of Australia, and you will be playing the qualifying round as well over there, teams like West Indies and Sri Lanka you'll face. If you can look at your chances, Ireland's chances of qualifying for the main round from there.
Yeah, I mean, we back ourselves against whoever we play. On a day we feel we can beat anybody. And whoever we come up against in Australia, we'll be backing ourselves there. We'll do our homework and put our plans in place. We've played the West Indies before. We beat them.
Yep.
We've beaten them before. Sri Lanka is obviously a tough side. We pushed them well enough. We thought as well in the last World Cup. Again, if we were just a little bit better in some departments, we would have been really close. But again, yeah, that's a big target for us to get through that qualifying stage and get into the Super 8, I think, of the World Cup.
And do you think that you guys have the ideal bowling attack for the Australian conditions?
I mean, we've got a fairly decent ball attack, I think so. We all know our strengths and our weaknesses, so if we can get out there and get a good run going and get used to the pitches, I think we'll be in a good spot. I think we'll be happy enough, fancy our chances now.
And as you have said, that personally this summer is important for you guys because you will get to play more, learn more. So the your outing against India in the first game and in the game coming up, how important for you as a bowler, how much of confident boosting performance that was against India, getting wickets back to back deliveries?
Well, I mean, you're playing against quality. I was just going back to how I felt at the end of my mark. I feel like there's no margin for error. And even when we got that wicket and the next guy coming in, you feel, the way he bats, the way we all know the way they play. They could go from ball one. And I know it's a flip the coin in that. If you do well against that, you can take great confidence from it, But again, these guys are good enough to take anybody in the world down. You just got to accept that, if it's your day, cash in. If it's not, then it's taking plenty of good bowlers down around the world. So again, just try and take all the confidence, all the learning from it, and just put that in practice as the summer goes on.
These are ideal conditions for fast bowling, with the breeze around. It's an open ground. Yesterday there was a little bit of wet and dampness on the surface. So on these kind of pitches, what do you think is the ideal length to bowl, even in a T20? Because last evening we saw, even in a 12-over game, you were bowling the Test match length.
Yeah, I mean, you look at the colour of the wicket, and the Irish lads we know what we're going to get when we come here as well, which is great for us. And we sort of bank on maybe teams. Again, I go back to we've seen South Africa bowling Test match length here last year, and they didn't really get rewarded for that because it was too short to do, to pick up the ages or whatever LBs. But yeah, I mean, it's a great wicket out there for us bowlers as well. So I mean, you put it in the right place, you're always in the game. Hopefully, we come back tomorrow and we learn from yesterday.
Australian conditions will be slightly different from here, so maybe you will get to use some of your variations like slower balls and change of paces, all those kind of T20 kind of bowling.
Yeah, I mean they'll be a bit batter friendly a little bit more batter friendly in Australia, but there'll be plenty of bounce and pace in there. So, and big grounds as well. It's a place I love going. It's a great place, great cricket, massive stadiums. But yeah, it'll be slightly different out there, I would imagine. Probably a little bit shorter of a length in Australia, and then you'll have to go to your skills and the depth, especially. You'll have to get your Yorkers in and your variations, as you say. I think that'll be key.
And my final question is that the 2019 50 over World Cup happened in the UK, but unfortunately Ireland was not a part of it. And now, I know T20 Australia will be playing the T20 World Cup. Still, how massive is the big opportunity for Cricket Ireland, the World Cup, and maybe in the future prospects?
Yeah, massive. I think it helps grow the game every time we're in a World Cup. I mean, the buzz around. I know there's a good buzz around Ireland whenever we're away and we're in the World Cups. And looking back when I was younger and I was just a fan, wasn't playing. I loved it when Ireland were on TV. It was great, even when they were in just the CMG Trophy. I loved watching Ireland on TV. And again, the more exposure we get like that, the more World Cups we play in, you can see the benefits 10 years down the line. And that's all we can hope for, and that's the main aim really at the end of the day, is to progress the game over here. So yeah, I think the more we can get into them World Cups, the 21, there's a 50 over one and another T20 one. If we make sure we're there in all of those, we're doing our part.
And any an inspiring performance by you and your boys, do you think that it will help you grow the popularity of cricket in Ireland?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, you go back to the days you watched Jeremy Bray score 100 at the World Cup. I was watching Boyd bowl at the World Cup. That inspired me. So I would like to think that young people get inspired by us. I mean, you got Stuart O'Bal, Harry Sparky, Josh, plenty of lads there that are doing very well, and hopefully inspire the next generation.
I wish you all the best, Craig, and hope to see you in Australia.